All right, we've got local band Permission to Live here in the studio, and they're going to play a little song for us. They're going to play Forever. So here is Permission to Live.
I miss you, but I'm not sure, 'cause you've been away. I'm trying to convince you, but I don't know what I have to say. I'm trying to forget you, 'cause it's been a while since I've seen your face. But after all we've been through, why would you want to run away? Forever and always I'll be there waiting for you to remember. Forever and always I'll be there waiting for you to remember how I feel. Say that you miss me, but the words just don't come out. You're trying to convince me that in your life you failed somehow. At night when you're sleeping, do you ever dream of me? Of how our lives played out and how it's supposed to be. Forever and always I'll be there waiting for you to remember. Forever and always I'll be there waiting for you to remember how I feel. Forever and always I'll be there waiting for you to remember. Forever and always I'll be there waiting. Remember that this is how I feel when you're let down. Just hold on and don't keep turning back.
WWSU, Fairborn Dayton, the superhero of college rock.
Maybe you should put some shorts on or something if you want to keep fighting evil today.
WWSU 106.9, Dayton's right choice.
All right, I've got Permission to Live in the studio here at WWSU 106.9, Dayton's right choice. Say hey, guys.
What's up?
Hey, girl, hey. All right, so I've got a couple questions for you guys.
All right, shoot away.
If that's all right. Okay, so how did you guys meet and start a band?
Ooh, you guys are gonna
Where to
talk
start?
Well, we met, me and my brother met, probably 17 years ago.
Yeah.
And we've been living together for a while. But a couple years ago, we decided that we wanted to buy a couple instruments, kind of teach ourselves how to play.
from a guitar perspective and drum perspective, like what we actually play on stage, we've never actually had any music lessons. We just bought some instruments and then decided to see where it goes. So we had a couple original members, and we through some member changes, we ended up meeting David Fresh, who's our guitarist now. He goes to school with me at University of Dayton, and Matt Nolan goes to school with high school with my brother at Carroll High School in Dayton as well. So we just decided that we all have different types of music that we like, bring a little bit of different something to the table, and that's what makes up what our sound is right now.
Yep. Yeah, it was kind of funny because Matt doesn't actually play bass. Matt plays guitar, and we're all just like, hey, we need someone to play bass.
He was
Ta-da!
He
said,
was nice
yeah.
enough to step in. We've been going strong for over a year now.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Since April, I believe, of last
April
year.
last year. Oof. Yeah, that's a long
Awesome. So what venues do you guys play?
Attic.
The Attic, Venue 42. We played a couple shows at, but it's very.
played some shows at the Attic.
But it's difficult to get people to come out to the Venue 42. It's kind of far away, and because we have people that all of our friends go to school close to Dayton, it's hard to get people to drive about an hour.
Yeah.
But we have also played a couple shows in New Lebanon, and then we
London.
played one in Club Soda, and then at the Mad Frog in Cincinnati as well.
Well, we play at
Awesome.
the Attic most of the time because we're close to here, and it's like our local venue. But yeah, we're thinking maybe July 21st. We'll keep you updated. Facebook.
Yeah, find these guys on Facebook and also on my page. But back to this. So what are your plans for the rest of summer as a band?
Well, we've got big hopes for the end of July.
Yeah, right now we're in the Warped Tour Battle of the Bands, and we're hoping that we can get on a small Ernie Ball stage
Yep.
right at Riverbend. We're hoping for it.
Yeah, we're in
Currently
number two.
second in the Battle of the Bands. So if you guys want to get on ernieball.com, Battle of the Bands, Warped
Wait,
Tour
Yeah,
2012.
it's
Warped.battleofbands.
Yeah.
Dot. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, there you go.
And vote for us. All you have to do is create a small account. It helps us out a lot.
Yep.
Okay, so vote for Battle of the Bands. Awesome. So who writes your songs?
Mostly
Me
Aiden.
does.
Yeah.
I wrote
but-
one.
Yeah, he wrote one. It's number 5 on our new EP called If I Lost My Dignity, but I think it's around here somewhere.
Yep.
But
that's it.
I usually do a lot of the writing, and it's kind of sporadic.
Yeah.
Okay, what happens when you get writer's block?
Throwing things at the wall, breaking pencils.
We start,
Um,
we start fighting each other.
Yeah, pretty
Usually
much.
It's Aiden who gets Evan in a headlock. Me and Matt start to duke it out while we're all fighting each other like those big cartoons and this like.
It's kind of like an episode of The Real Life. If
Yeah,
anybody's ever
pretty
watched
much.
MTV.
Something magical then happens and a song is created.
Awesome. Okay, well, you guys just recorded at Sound Studios at UD recently, correct?
Actually, no, we didn't.
Well, that was a while ago.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, that
Okay,
was
that
a
was
way
long
long
ago.
time ago. We just recently recorded at Moonlight Studios out in.
In Cincinnati.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cincinnati.
Early March, I think. It came out in early March.
Yeah.
And it's called It Sounds. It's on iTunes. You can find it there.
Do we have them all on Facebook now?
We have them all. on
They're
our-
all available on the Warped Tour voting
Yeah,
page.
Yeah, that's
they're
it.
on the Warped Tour voting page. We have one, our single Days That End in Y. That's up on our Facebook page. You can find it on one of the tabs. So yeah.
Okay, so you've recorded. Now, when you record, do you go for perfection or for the feeling?
We were talking about that, but it's kind of a little bit of both. I mean, feeling definitely because we want it to feel a certain way. It's not like we don't want it to seem like it's completely rehearsed. Like Fresh is notorious for never playing the same solo twice,
Hey, it
so
still sounds
it can
cool.
get confusing on stage. But it sounds different every time, which is something not a lot of people do. But in the studio, we have something that we want to go in, like a general kind of feel that we want to get out of it, and then we just kind of perfect it after that, make small little changes until we're all happy with it.
We kind of told Eric, the guy down there at Moonlight, what we were going for, and he knew the tones and everything, and like he knows.
It was fantastic.
Yeah,
hell.
I'd say he's the perfectionist.
Yeah,
He really
I think
helped
we
us
were
out.
all just a bunch of kids who wanted to play, and then he's like, "Hold on,
Yeah.
we're gonna make you awesome."
Like we knew the feeling, he knew the perfection side, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so what drives your music?
Ooh, I'd have to say teen angst and frustration.
Life.
How cliched is that answer? But I mean, I guess different things that happens, like Days That End in Y is kind of like going through high school. Everybody, tries to fit a certain profile. Everybody tries to fit into a certain clique. So one of the lyrics is like, I feel like my life's on YouTube. It's always buffering. Do I have a good connection? I guess I should have seen this coming. Well, it's kind of like, every day's a new day, but it seems like it's never very clear because everybody changes who they want, how they feel, what their perspectives are on life. So it's just kind of like everything changes day to day, and how confusing that can be is kind of like different things like that is what we put into our songs.
Awesome.
We're pretty solidly driven by like punk rock. Like most of our origins are like You Found Glory, For You're Strong. I mean, we range from everything.
Yeah, you name it. Like Matt likes more of the classic rock.
I'll range from anything from like Satriani to Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
Evan, I don't really know what you listen to.
And I like metal.
You like, yeah. Chelsea Grin over here.
There's a lot of different stuff.
Awesome. Well, what do you want people to walk away with after they listen to your music?
A CD.
Yes.
That's always nice. But I mean, I guess just kind of feeling that some bands, they think, oh well, this band is obviously this genre, or this band is obviously this genre. We were told by the guy we recorded with, Eric from Moonlight Studios, that we don't really have a genre, which I mean, some people might agree with, some people might disagree with, but it's just kind of like we don't necessarily have to fit a profile to be musicians. It's just about, expressing yourself and freedom to do that.
We're too punk for a genre.
Too punk.
Oh wait, that's punk.
I mean, on top of that, I think a lot of people don't understand that bands that were originally famous started out just like us, a bunch of local kids playing at like bars and whatever, and we still want to show that, hey, there's still good music, unlike what's going out there right now. Rebecca Black, Justin Bieber. No, just to name a few. Like, we just want I really want to show people that, local music is still alive, and that it never died, it just...
People forgot about it.
To be hectic as all whatnot.
And it's only $8 to come to a show.
Right.
Usually. There you go.
All right. Well, this is the fill in the blank portion. Ooh.
Oh, man.
Okay. If I'm not making music, you can find me... fill in the blank. Make it appropriate, please,
We will.
gentlemen.
It won't be.
Oh man, I don't know. Probably not if we're not writing music.
Well,
That's really all we do.
yeah.
Video games are fun, I guess.
Video games.
Movies are fun.
There's a lot of Netflix.
Kind of want to go see Ted.
Oh, I so want to see Ted.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of movie theaters. Fast food.
We're just like, we're pretty much average people when we don't write music.
A lot of practice.
We're also full-time nerds, so we're always studying.
Exactly.
And Facebooking, I guess.
Facebook is
Twittering, not really.
also rather addictive.
Yes. Typical teenager stuff, right?
Right.
It's kind of an addiction to type in your password. You don't do anything, but...
Very true. Well, Dayton just had a nice little blackout. That was fun.
Oh, yeah, that was
So, the most challenging thing of the blackout was...
Not having a blackout.
sleeping in my living room.
Yeah, well, I mean, my entire family had to sleep in the living room on the couches, like with a couple fans running on a generator. It was over like 90 degrees in our house, hard to breathe. So my dad comes home and I was like, oh man, this seems like an episode of Walking Dead. So, I mean, we kind of had fun, like trying to scare my little brothers, but other than that, I mean, it was hot, it was hard to sleep, not too comfortable, but
You guys.
yeah, Mr. I don't have.
We had perfect power. So yeah, the worst thing about not having power was never experiencing blackout. So.
Whatever.
Yeah.
All right. So, the album that I've been listening to lately is...
I think we're all going to have different answers for that, so.
That's probably a good thing.
Evan, you can start if you want.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know. Well, I've been listening.
Kid Liberty?
I've been listening to like a lot of hardcore. What do you say like 4 Years Strong is?
Melodic hardcore.
Punk core.
Yeah.
Something.
Hardcore.
Yeah. So a lot of 4 Years Strong. A lot of that genre. I guess I've been listening to Kid Liberty. That's the newest CD I bought. That's pretty awesome. The intro's really
newest
sick.
album I've listened to. Jeez.
Local music wise, what about that?
Oh, the newest album. Oh, This Love for sure.
This Love
at War.
But they're not together anymore.
I'm sad.
They're pretty sad.
Otherwise, the album I'm not listening to. If I'm not doing that, I'm listening to what else? Well, what are you guys listening to?
Yeah.
New Miss May album just came out. I really like that.
That's pretty good.
I like Angels and Airwaves. Love Part 2 is really, really good. And
Ooh, Blink's new CD.
Blink's new CD, Neighborhoods, is rather
Yes.
addictive as well.
Oh yeah, and one of the bands we played with and we've seen multiple times, they were on Warped Tour last year. They're called Patent Pending.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they've got some really good stuff. They just won Battle of the Bands for Billboard Music Awards.
Just played with Justin Bieber and Katy Perry.
There you go.
But it was a punk.
What about you,
band,
Matt? What have you been listening to?
Yeah.
Insomniac, Green Day, like always.
There you
Yeah,
go.
there
Good
you
stuff.
go.
Classics.